only gets worse from here. You know what that means. Can't say I feel too confident about this, especially not with our current setup, but we'll see what happens and then we will pivot.
I commend you for making it this far.
Yeah, I turned encounter rates down to 0.
Oh, no more paintings?
There's like one behind him.
The final painting lies beyond this throne. I shall reveal it to you if you defeat me in battle.
What?
The last test is a test of strength. I shall only reveal the painting to those whom I deem worthy. One might also say that there is no need for those who are unworthy to lay their eyes upon it. But be forewarned, I am a formidable foe. I trust you are well prepared.
We'd better wait. Let's do battle. Have at ye. He's flying. I just want to kind of see what we have to work with before we figure out what we're actually doing. Couldn't seal anything. Crushed my bones. Worked pretty well. So seems kind of like MP in a pinch is not going to really be the strategy. Would have liked to have been able to examine, but alas, didn't work out too well. Good. I'm starting to see a pattern here. Something. I feel like I know where we might have ran into a problem. I believe these are physical attacks. Thankfully, I did level up Templar enough to get Rampart. Rampart is brave points, though. That's going to be a little bit of a problem. We also probably want... We want speed. I mean, in the end, it might be a situation where I really should get to at least level 60. I'm not sure if I will try to do that or not. I don't think regular shielding is going to be too necessary. We'll throw on the thief thing so I can at least see what we can get from him. Thief gloves. Amped is not going to really be useful here. Free in a pinch is not going to be the thing. We would like to... Thinking alternatively, we probably want to be able to set up a lot of protects. Or shells, whichever one it turns out I actually need. Not really sure what I really need for anyone here, to be honest. I'm just kind of throwing stuff on at the moment, just to slightly help. That's in a tent. I think, too, if speed really comes down to it for, like, Rampart... then we probably could just not even use a, like, shielding class.
I commend you for making it
Yeah,
this
I'm-
far.
Oh,
Can I not?
The last one,
Well, I can.
but be
Let's see what happens.
yes,
We better wait.
perhaps it is for the best.
Maybe I can skip the dialogue if I go back to him now.
But be forewarned.
Right. At the very least, that would allow us to skip through it a bit better if I need to. Okay, I mainly want to examine first. I want you to be able to try to steal. See how this goes. Mega elixirs. Dead. Bodied immediately. Anything else to steal? I like how it was such an abrupt death too. Alright, only mega elixirs. Gravity, it was a stronger gravity. It might be like 75% of your health. Do you think we'll ever be able to examine this dude? Not with Bone Crusher. Oh, interesting. So Bone Crusher seems like it works on people that have taken damage, I would assume. Because it did affect everyone else. Weak to light. His defenses are kind of not that crazy. If only I had something useful to do here. Nothing else to steal, so we can go to Falcon. Can't do any light, which is a bother. I could try to carry Tiz. This Rampart when we can. He has his defense up. And for now, we can also get the protects off that I think would help. I must not have saved when I set stuff up before. Or tried to anyways. So Rampart works, but we need a way to get his grade points back up. I think having the focus be on Tiz is a really good option. Yeah, that's the power of Rampart there. Otherwise, I'm sure that would have killed. Karai doesn't always really work out though, does it? A lot of the attacks tend to be multi-target. Man, I'm glad Angelic Ward helped us out there. Yeah, Bone Crush. Alright, so we definitely need Agnès and I think Tiz to have the highest speed so they can protect with Cure and Rampart. Alright, we got this. We got 2 amped ups we can do. Actually, no, we can only do 1. Damn. That's what I get for skull bashing. surprised that didn't kill the first time. I'm gonna say Angelic Ward probably isn't the way to go either. Alright, time for me to workshop. Without using Spirit Master too much, it might be a good idea to My Hero. Well, shit, Agnès doesn't have My Hero. What, It's definitely over. What did I end up giving Tiz? Because for the most part, Rampart was what I was doing with them. I guess if I want him to... Maybe I should go Performer. We can get our physical defense up a bunch. That might be enough to protect us without having to rely on... Like, Rampart's good, it's just the BP cost sucks. And then because of it, I don't think Revenge happens. So... I don't really have anything that can help me with that. What I could do is Merchant with, like, low... leverage, but that will take even longer than what that was. I could throw on auto Phoenix down at the very least, so it's easier to get those cures off. That's basically fine as is. Rampart's really good, though. Shoot, I really think Rampart's the way to go. I don't know what to do with you. You don't really have anything that I can... Oh, I did max you out. I guess we can have you My Hero. Since I wasn't doing anything else. Alright. It's a new strategy. Might try to avoid moderation. What, Enigma's the other thing, so that doesn't really help us with anything. I mean, Radical Blast, I guess, would be a useful thing for damage. Would I want to get Tiz up 2 more levels so he can do Radical Blast? Maybe... Well, we want him to default so he has more... Like, when he has free time, defaulting so he can get Rampart up again is definitely the better option, I think. We do have Holy Lance. What is my abilities right now? Could also try going with, Okay, let me see what would benefit us more damage-wise. Spear Lore with Holy Lance is 288. That's okay. If I change her job to Monk, we are obviously losing some strength, but... $253 compared to $288. Agility's 48. That will affect how many hits we do at a given time. I guess I still have, sorry. 277. 53. Agility's 48. 41. I think Monk might be a better option. Or potentially could be a better option. I don't know if it'll be much better damage-wise, but we can try it. Good timing on all that. Alright, well, we have our special, just in case. Good. That's awesome. Love just when things get timed very well and efficiently and work. Okay, I'm pretty sure Monk was doing less damage. What, Oh, I never got the other thing. So let's go back to Pirate. I will try to do the spear. None of this is demon kind. Yeah, none of that's useful there. $370 though is so much damage. I feel like the axe actually is just the better option. I think me trying to get fancy with weaknesses is not working out. You're both at 54. Well, we can give you red to give you more agility. Because I do think we're a little overcompensating with speed. That might help.
But be
Yep, be forewarned. Battle sucks. Should have been level 60 for this shit. Why? Why you immediately starting doing shit, dude? That was very rude of you. Yeah, bone crush my face. Sorry, I don't know what that even means. Not the one I want. Might be overkill trying to ramp her immediately there. Okay, I guess I'm glad he battle Thirsta instead of what he was probably going to do. Before Ring a Bell not being here, we want to Itsumi. We're gonna use this opportunity to get our grade points back up. Was there a reason he went for Bone Crush? Was that Bone Crush or was that the energy thing? That looked like Bone Crush, but I maybe wasn't paying attention. Okay, we want Rampart back up. I think all allies works fine. Yeah, that's all good. It's just the same animation. I don't know why I got bugged out by it. Do this in case something weird happens. Thank you, Rampart. Christ's sakes, why are you so much faster? What's your speed? 60? I guess that makes sense. Why did I think I could possibly outspeed him? No wonder he keeps outspeeding me. I need to, like, really ramp it up. No, Rampart. I feel like he's gonna do something. We're at 59, which is why it's like very close as far as that's concerned. Good energy bursts. I really need to be paying attention to the fact that he can energy burst. I'm really just like not. Don't know what I thought was happening there. Same thing that we're gonna try to do again. God, how did I like have the rhythm fucking down before and now I'm just doing real bad. Good.
We'll not stop here.
Glad we got the rejuvenation off. Everyone's okay. Can't bone crush me now, baby. We're back in it. It's like we never left. keep curing. This is the real strategy.
This has only begun!
Everyone's okay. It's a very precarious tightrope.
This is only
Very
begun!
precarious and very easy to cheese. This is why you have two staffs in your hands, because you can just do this. I didn't want to do that part. I lost the rhythm already. Never let the music stop.
Take my aid!
We're getting there. Can you tell I had enough of this fight?
Take my aid!
It works really well. I think our Curaga has also, or our use of Cura has been pretty, consistent as far as the MP cost is concerned. Sorry, I was a little scared by that gravity. Too slow on the magic uptake here. Almost lost it.
This has only begun!
It's only begun. He has to be close to death now. We're like zooming through him. Everyone's okay. Super close. I just don't want to screw it up. Everyone's rampart, right? Eddie is not rampart it. Okay, here I go screwing it up. I thought Phoenix Down was going to be used. Good job, Adia. You're doing it. Alright, now it's used. Well, the music's gone, but realistically that wasn't the most important part. Okay, we're back in it. Adia didn't get to act for like 5 years. Good. Try defending for a minute. Just so I can actually get some attacks off. And now we can special again.
Take my aid!
Don't worry, the music only stopped a little bit because I got silly. It's mainly me thinking that I can afford to not put up a rampart. Which is the silly thing for me to think is a thing to do when this fight has been a pain. Oh! Okay. Almost went bad.
How can this be?
What can I say? I'm just a special guy.
The immortal Lester de Rosso has been defeated.
Rejuvenation is a very good strategy for actually doing stuff. Did I have my experience down on? Why did I have experience down on? Why do I keep doing this to myself? Not on. It wasn't anything's on. Oh, Nightmare Pillow. It's not that anything was on. It's just I didn't turn experience back on, apparently. Maybe I forgot to do it after I died a bunch of times going into the house. We got a new job asterisk, and we learned how they were made. Or why they were made, anyways. Vampire. He wasn't a vampire, though. Absorb stats and abilities when attacking. Learn stats and abilities when attacking. That's a weird way to describe it. Learns abilities of monsters. Favors daggers, rods, and save. It's a blue mage, which is actually pretty good, but requires a lot of effort to build up, which is something I'm gonna actually try to do, I think.
I am a man of my word. Behold, the final painting.
No, I'm good, man. I'm gonna go sleep for a minute. At the very least, save. Alright, let me check it out. Before that, though, we got a new job. A vampire. Genome. Genome Drain. A character with this ability can learn certain enemy abilities when targeted by them. So we have to get hit by the move. Genome ability lets us use the monster's abilities. Absorb physical damage, same as the magical one. Restores HP equal to 30% of the damage taken. Pretty good for like a defensive person like how I have Tiz. Bloodthirst absorbs from one target an amount of HP equal to the damage dealt by a conventional attack. Pretty good, honestly. Bloodlust. Physical attack, physical defense, and magical defense rise by 25% for 5 turns each time you defeat an enemy with your own attack. Not really great for bosses, so not the best thing. Charm, 75% chance to place Charm. Magic Thirst, same as the other one, but 10% of the damage dealt by a conventional attack becomes magic. Monster abilities do more damage. Battle Thirst absorbs BP. I don't think this can absorb from like a negative or 0. Or else that would be pretty strong to get them like to stay down. Subvert has a 50% chance to place all enemies in Charm. I was kind of worried Charm might have been a thing, but thankfully it's not. Fully restores your HP at the end of a battle. Whatever. Absorb stats. Absorb the selected stats from one target. I think that would have to be like a stat raising thing, not just like, hey, that guy has pretty good physical attack, let's suck him off. I don't know why I said it like that. I apologize. Drain attack up. Raises the damage dealt by drain attacks to 1.5 times normal. The BP drain from Battle Thirst will be doubled. Genome Drain. Character with this ability can learn... Oh, this is kind of a silly one, because once you're at that level, do you really want to equip it? I guess it works if you have a big group. And then Rise from the Dead. 50% chance to recover from KO at the end of the turn. Your HP will also recover an amount equal to 25% of your maximum HP. It's all kind of like okay stuff, but again, it's gonna mainly come down to genome ability. Which if you recall from eons ago, in our... Not those... Encyclopedia ability list, we have genome abilities, so there's 29 of them. This whole thing... I grow weary. I bid you, leave me in peace. This whole thing, I think, is supposed to be a bit of a, higher weight class as far as, like... Actually, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm tired, is what I'm trying to say. It, where did all of my, friends go? Why did they get unequipped? I guess it doesn't matter. I think this was supposed to be a bit, not impossible, because clearly we did it, even though we cheesed at the end there, but I was getting pretty close in that one attempt. But, like, with the dragons and with that, and, like, going straight to level 60, I think this is supposed to be something we kind of come back to later. But I really wanted to get Vampire for the Genome Drain, especially right now, because this is kind of the best time for us to do that. But let's actually finish this quest.
This painting...
It is the angel descended from the heavens during my final battle against Juliana.
An angel?
When we last did battle 1800 years ago, the battle raged 100 days. The mountains of Norende rent asunder. Knowing the battle was reaching its end, I mustered the last of my strength to cast my greatest of spells. As my final attack surged forth, the angel did descend from the skies over Norende.
Are you sure it was an angel?
Verily so, for there are no other words to describe her. For a moment, Yuliana and I stood captivated. Before we realized it, our struggle was forgotten. We both tended to the angel. But the angel lost her light. Her wings were shattered and her body torn asunder. There seemed little hope she would live. When she came to her senses, she trembled with fear. Yet with little remaining strength in her body, she made unto us an appeal.
What appeal? What did the angel say to you?
Ere she passed from this world, she slipped in and out of consciousness over many a day. In between ever-growing periods of unconsciousness, it was all she could do to mutter incoherently. A trap most vile, such a fool am I, the warriors of light, if it's not too late. These she would repeat over and over.
That sounds awfully familiar.
When she did come to her senses, she would speak of the calamity that had befallen her. She spoke of how Luxendarc was on the brink of doom, and spoke with precision of the events that has heralded its coming. She herself was surprised to find that she knew of details of our past, and events of the future as well. The struggle between the old faith and orthodoxy, the tragedy that would befall my family, my immortality, even events of the distant future.
The distant future?
Yes, for the angel spoke of events that have not come to pass even now. Events that await you in your future. She told of a bringer of evil who would appear in the guise of one friendly to the Vestals and seduce them into unleashing chaos in the name of awakening the crystals. This evil one would destroy Luxendarc by piercing the boundary that protects this world, and the opening of a great rift that sunders the earth shall herald its coming.
The Great Chasm.
The angel told of many other omens ere the Great Chasm would open. The light of earth shall raise up the north, and a deathly plague shall cover all the lands. Then shall a great rift rend the earth. She then entrusted me with a certain task, one that only an immortal such as I could fulfill.
What sort of task could only an immortal fulfill?
That I cannot say, for she swore me to secrecy. But thereupon she quietly passed from this world. For 3 days and 3 nights, my former mortal enemy Yuliana and I spoke of what had transpired. Ultimately, we vowed to join forces to prepare for the coming doom of which the angel had foretold.
Sounds pretty foreboding. Let's look at it again.
The painting of the angel. It all started with this fateful meeting.
I like how he just didn't even, like, he's just chilling. I grew weary. Told you about the, oh, bonus.
Lord De Rosso, there is one last matter I fail to understand.
Why Yuliana and I forgave the rebel Templar, even rendering him aid?
Yes.
Yuliana and I conspired in a masquerade. He rose through the Orthodoxy's ranks for vanquishing me, and I went into hiding. That was when the first of the Angel's Omens came to be. The land's ringing Eternia began to rise. While the second omen, the plague, had not yet come to pass, we continued to watch over the crystals and the Orthodoxy. So did 1,700 years pass in relative peace, save for a handful of suspicious crises surrounding the crystals. It was not till 30 years ago that the omens returned as if out of legend. First, the land's ringing Eternia began to rise once more. 10 years later, the Great Plague struck, whereupon I knew the Great Chasm was coming. It was then that we began our preparations to strike. It was evident from this series of events that the crystals were involved in some manner. Before the appearance of the Great Chasm, we would assault the temples and seize the crystals. We readied our forces for this plan. I entrusted the task to the Templar, a former cleric of the Orthodoxy. He was also to lead the newly mustered host.
Oh, Father.
While far from infallible, that was the best response I could manage for the coming of the Great Chasm. But I was soon faced with another problem, for the Orthodoxy began conspiring to hold the Grand Ritual in a bid to regain authority.
The Grand Ritual? But that is forbidden! It raises the energy long accumulated within a crystal to a cataclysmic level!
Indeed, and the Templar feared the heavy toll it would exact upon the crystal. He counseled us to dispatch our forces to the head temple with the greatest of haste. Were we to overlook the Grand Ritual and focus upon the coming Great Chasm? Or was the ritual the event that would bring upon the chasm? To wait or attack? The Templar and I could not agree, and so it was. He alone decided to lead a great host against the head temple and the Temple of the Crystal.
That is why my father did what he did?
As I have said before, the Templar is not the sort to send troops into battle over private matters, be they concerned with his wife or not. We threw our backing behind the Templar-led forces. Forever did we believe in his tireless resolve and action. And though the one we backed is the one you have defeated, that is perhaps but a small link in the great chain of events of which the angel foretold.
A lot to take in, a lot to think about. Well, all I'm thinking about is how OP rejuvenation is. Really helps out. Mainly the biggest thing with it is the ability to hammer in a lot more attacks by getting extra 2 brave points for each character. Otherwise, I was basically just doing the same thing I was doing before, healing almost constantly. Obviously, we did have a bit of worry in regards to the amount of MP we potentially had with Agnès. And then, like, clearly the thing that was kind of sticking, that was causing me problems with my strategy was the fact that Agnès was just a bit too slow. And I guess Tiz in that regard as well. Boy, this is just such a large castle. If Agnès had top priority with her attacks, we would have kind of always been fine, because it seems like it's a matter of like DeRosso being able to double up on attacks with like Bone Crusher. Like if he gets an attack off and then is able to also Bone Crush, it's really hard to recover from. As you can imagine, the fact that it's a hits everyone in the party makes that a problem as well, but we did it. Even if it was a cheesy way, it's still a way to solve the problem. I mean, additionally, an easier way to solve the problem that I was thinking about is the fact that Ring a Bell was able to dodge with a Tsusimi. So if we just had everyone do this and then just put on the comeback kid, was that it? No, what, the transients. We would just kind of have to just sit there and just keep spamming that button, and eventually we would win because they were all physical attacks. Don't know if that would have been better or worse than the way I did it, but it doesn't matter. We did it.